as they straighten away and sprint to the wire. It's Destin between horses, surging to the lead from the outside. Rafting continues to run at him, but down to the wire. Destin turns away the challenge of Rafting, and Destin will go on to take the Sam Davis by 2.5 going away.
Destin winning the Sam F. Davis Stakes. He'd go on to win the Tampa Bay Derby and then lay off until the Kentucky Derby before runner-up finish in the Belmont Stakes. Todd Pletcher trained him. He's got a pair in here. Pretty competitive group for 10 Kentucky Derby points to the winner. Scott, how'd you suss this one out?
Yeah, the Sam F. Davis has not really produced Kentucky Derby winners, but I always find it to be a good analytical puzzle. Usually draws a pretty full field. You mentioned Todd Pletcher holds a strong hand as usual. You've got Smiley Sabatka, who we saw run in the Kentucky Jockey Club. Runaway Magic, another horse we've seen here in Kentucky. I ended up on the other mod. I expect Candyman Rocket to probably take a little bit more money than number 8 Nova Rags, who is my top pick in here. Like you mentioned, several ways to go. I thought this one had a couple things going for him. Proven record or proven form over the surface, albeit just one race, but it was a win in the Pasco. It's done little wrong. Go 2 for 3. That 4th place effort in the Nashua at Aqueduct at the 1-turn mile. Forgivable to me. Was an inside voyage. Probably the first time this horse took dirt in the face. I thought it was a good learning experience. And the third thing, and maybe most important, if you look at the pedigree, especially on the dam side, it suggests 2 turns should not be an issue in here. So I'm kind of hoping with the lower Brisnet speed ratings, 84, 89, and 75, that Nova Rags provides a little value, Ed. How about you?
And yeah, I think probably should. Looking at the Brisnet speed ratings, mid-80s, last out, 89 on debut. Ragozin actually says a little faster than the Brisnet numbers indicate. Sometimes the money follows those numbers, but I do think you'll get the right price. I have to think Candyman Rocket will be the shorter price of the uncoupled Mott entry, and I'm on the shorter price of the uncoupled Pletcher entry. Known Agenda, who I'm not sure what happened in the Remsen, just kind of galloped along, which sometimes happens with those 2-year-olds going a mile and an eighth. I certainly don't think this horse is going to have an issue as the distances get longer as a 3-year-old, but coming out of the breaking its maiden at 9 and then going into stakes at 9, just kind of grinded along there. I expect an improvement here. First time as a 3-year-old. Johnny V takes them out. Not really sure if he had an option or how that worked out, but he did ride the Mott horse last time, and he ends up on Pletcher, which he usually does, but nevertheless, something I took notice of. And that 92, 96 Brisnet progression the last 2, I think is good enough. Another competitive race, and like the Suncoast that we talked about in another video, Scott, definitely some pace in here.
No doubt about it. And Known Agenda, to me, the likeliest winner in here. I just like the better the price that I'll get on my horse. I mean, running to the wire with Greatest Honor, who we saw come back and dominate the Holy Bull, was very, very strong performance. I can forgive that effort in the Remsen, Ed, because not only was it coming back off that tough race against Greatest Honor, but it was in the slop. He was just spinning his wheels. You know the horse should be able to get the distance. Lots of things to like about Known Agenda. Anyone else you're interested in?
I thought Hidden Stash looked good when not sure that was the day I confused Vicky Oliver's horses, but we won't get it wrong here. That was a good entry-level allowance win. Mile and a 16th, broke the maiden at that distance as well. Gets that here for the 3-year-old debut, and might be a little under the radar. They didn't get a big-name jock. They have a local that's certainly well-known, but I feel like the price could be right on Hidden Stash.
Yeah, I wanted to because if you look what a massive step this Son of Constitution took forward when they stretched out to 2 turns. The Keeneland race, though, was such a poor group that day. Anti-Gravity over 6 at this point. Swingman, not much. I know one impressively, but also this one just doesn't switch leads yet. Maybe with the time off and the seasoning can learn to do so. We'll need to do so to compete at this level, but a horse that I'm probably willing to let beat me unless the price is just too big.
Last variable I think we need to mention is there are 3 horses in here that broke their maidens on Lasix, and they don't get it here. They're going for the points. They could run on Lasix, but if you want the Derby points, you need to be off. Are you taking that into account at all?
I guess not, because my top pick is one of them, Nova Rags. But obviously it is a variable, and it does, beg the question that we're going to have to follow, and other people, out there should be watching and following. It is a variable. If you're coming off Lasix after winning on it, it could have an impact.
All right. Well, points on the line, and points on the line for Twin Spires players as well. Don't forget to opt in to our Derby Trail promotion. $25 win bet gets you in here. Mine's going on not known agenda. Yours, Scott?
Nova Rags for the Hall of Famer, Bill Mott.
All right, there you have it. Good luck.